I just this week read a story about famed theologian R.C. Sproul. Apparently, he asked several of his seminary students one day if they believed that God reveals himself through the scriptures. He said, raise your hand if you believe this. And of course, everybody raised their hand. Then he asked, well, do you believe that God reveals himself through nature? And nobody raised a hand. And it was interesting, and he pleaded with them. He said, well, this is the same God. God reveals himself through multiple forms, and including through nature, and including through creation. I think that Sproul has an important word for us today to ask and really to plead with us. How do we see God at work through creation around us? Back a few weeks ago, we we read the story of the triumphal entry, in which the scribes and the Pharisees told Jesus, well, why is it that your followers are crying out Hosanna? Even children are crying out Hosanna. And Jesus quoted from them. He quoted that, indeed, have you not read that even children will have praise upon their lips? Now this quote comes from Psalm 8, which says, yes, even children are ordained for praise. Is that not the point that Sproul is trying to make, and so many other theologians since, that even children can look upon God's creation and see that there is beauty, there is revelation there? I would guess that most of us listening today probably would not take a page of the Bible and tear it out and burn it and say, well, I don't want that page, or I don't like this chapter, I don't like this book. In the same way, why are we not trying to care for God's revelation through creation? That's the work that many Christian theologians, including the work of some of your scholars here at First Baptist and Earthworks, have tried to remind us that indeed God's revelation comes in many different ways, including through the beauty of the creation around us. Today I'm standing by the Kansas River. It's just a few minutes after sunrise, and you can see the beauty that surrounds me on this day. I'm getting ready to go out on a trail run, but I thought I would pause to give you a word today. You see, today is Earth Day. Today is a day where a lot of our culture pays attention to what is happening in nature and happening in the world around us. And some Christians, maybe some of the folks in Sproul's seminary class, would say, well, that's just for secular environmentalists, right? We don't have anything to do with that, right? We're Christians. But Sproul was right. It's the same God that created this beauty that you see around me today, that created the beauty that you see around you. Spring has sprung. I hope you're getting out to enjoy it. Obviously, you need to do it safely and be socially distanced from those around you. But get out and see what God has created. Get out and see the beauty that surrounds you. Get out and see that is indeed God revealing God's self through the beauty that surrounds us today on this Earth Day and every day. I hope that you are well. I hope that you are taking care of yourself and taking care of those around you. And I hope that today we can continue the practice of taking care of God's good creation, because of course we understand the beauty that surrounds us is God's beauty. It indeed is what the psalmist wrote about. Oh God, my God, how beautiful is your name. How majestic is your name in all the earth.